Mark and Sarah had been married for 15 years. They had a comfortable life, a nice house, and 2 wonderful kids. But lately, things had felt off. Mark had been working late, more often, or so he said. Sarah noticed he was distant, always on his phone, and less interested in spending time with the family. One Tuesday, Mark told Sarah he had to work late at the office to finish a crucial project. He kissed her goodbye a little too quickly, she thought, and headed out the door. Sarah tried to ignore the gnawing feeling in her stomach, but it wouldn't go away. She decided to call his office just to see if he was really there. His secretary answered and informed her that Mark had left hours ago. Sarah's heart sank. Where was he? Why had he lied? A million thoughts raced through her mind. She tried calling his cell phone, but it went straight to voicemail. The suspicion became unbearable. She decided to do something she never thought she'd do. She decided to check his location sharing, a feature they had activated for emergencies. Her hands trembled as she opened the app. Her eyes widened in disbelief. Mark wasn't at the office. He was at a restaurant across town, a fancy Italian place. Sarah felt a wave of anger and betrayal wash over her. She knew she had to confront him. Sarah drove to the restaurant. She spotted Mark through the window, sitting at a table with a woman she didn't recognize. They were laughing, holding hands. Sarah's world crumbled. She walked into the restaurant and straight to their table. Mark's face turned white when he saw her. "Mark," Sarah said, her voice trembling. "Care to explain this?" The woman looked confused and uncomfortable. Mark stammered, trying to come up with an excuse, but Sarah wasn't listening. She turned and walked out of the restaurant, tears streaming down her face. Mark followed her, begging her to listen. But Sarah got into her car and drove home. That night, Mark came home and tried to explain. He said the woman was an old friend from college, that he hadn't meant for things to go that far. He insisted it was just a lunch, nothing more. But the trust was broken. Sarah didn't know if she could ever believe him again. They spent weeks arguing, crying, and trying to understand what had gone wrong. Sarah felt lost and betrayed. Mark was remorseful and desperate to save their marriage. They started going to therapy, hoping to rebuild what they had lost. It was a long and difficult process, filled with pain and uncertainty. Slowly, they began to communicate again. Sarah started to see Mark's remorse and his willingness to change. Mark started to understand the depth of Sarah's pain and the damage his lie had caused. They decided to give their marriage another chance, but things were never quite the same. Even after months of therapy, Sarah still couldn't shake the feeling of doubt. There were lingering questions about the true extent of Mark's relationship with the other woman, details that remained vague. Could they truly rebuild on a foundation of honesty, or would the shadow of his lie forever haunt their marriage? If you found this story intriguing, be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more true stories. We aim to uncover interesting situations. There are many interesting things that happen around us that are a source for amazing stories. Keep watching.